No. Oh, Mistwalkers. I don't think I have time for stories. I don't have time. There's no time. Yes. The dread vessel, the Sahuagin, the sea devils vanished. The storm dissipated. The ship began to reassemble itself. Maybe that's the key. Maybe that's the key. Opal, there's something. She's doing something on this ship. Keeping them asleep, making it so it can't find us, them. It can't find them. Them. There's a woman, Ingrid. She has something powerful, maybe. And there's a mutiny. There's a mutiny on the ship, and I don't know what'll happen. Do you know what happens when our lives end? If we're lucky, it's nothing. We just vanish. We just disappear. Like steam on a summer day. But in Ravenloft, nothing vanishes. There is no happy ending for them. Maybe you wander the mists for eternity in this sea of souls that never ebbs, never flows. Maybe you're devoured by some gruesome thing that stalks the halls of this ghost ship. Maybe you feed someone else's fears for all eternity. I'm scared. I don't want my story to end here. And I think it's found me.
Welcome back from PAX West, everybody.
Yay! Good evening, Mistwalkers. Welcome to Tales from the Mists, a spooky campaign set in the domains of dread. With me tonight are 6 adventurers. Why don't we go ahead and introduce ourselves? We'll start with Lisa.
That's me. I am Lisa Penrose, and I play your heart of the party, Mercy Albrecht, the Tiefling Storm Sorceress.
Kayla.
I'm scared. I'm Kayla. I'm very scared right now. And I play Vasily, who has never done anything wrong and doesn't deserve to die. Please don't kill me today.
I don't choose who lives or dies, Kayla.
Oh, yes you do.
You're a god in this world.
That's not what I am god.
Yes, I am.
Ashley.
Hello, I'm Ashley Warren, and I play Konstantina Avshalomov, the Vistana Bard. And full disclosure, but I caught the plague at PAX, so my voice is a little funky. and I will try not to cough throughout this whole episode.
Nice. Hadil isn't here. I will be playing the part of Hadil today. What up? It's your boy, Demons. Faux 26.
Dummy thick.
Dummy thick. Somebody else dab for me. Thank you, Lisa. Appreciate it. Appreciate it, Ashley. Jen?
Hi, my name is Jen Vaughn. I'll be playing Opal Fan, a half-elf cleric aboard the Endurance. And I also got the Pax Pox, but it will really help me get into Opal's voice, spirit, mood, skeleton.
Death. Okay. Jason?
Hi, I'm Jason Carl, and I'm playing Enon, your surly and very irritated halfling monk.
Perfect.
Irritated because the word mutiny was used.
Mutiny. But you have a crocodile with you, so that'll probably,
Very important safety tip.
Yeah. This is not a typical campaign. We're not a typical cast. We have a rotating cast, which means we have 4 anchor members, Lisa, Ashley, Kayla, and Hadil. And then our 2, I did Hadil like I'm Hadil. Isn't that cute? I'm funny. I'm cute. And then our 2 rotating members, Jen and Jason, for whom it is their final episode.
I'm sure there will be happy endings for everybody. Just good
100%.
times.
Silky smooth.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Lisa, our showrunner, has our notes for this week.
Yeah, as always, for those watching the show live, we are doing some giveaways in chat. I actually put in images so I don't have to hold stuff up to my camera. So on the overlay, we have our Mistwalkers survival kits. Has some gorgeous postcards that our dear Kayla has illustrated, as well as some Matchbook Menagerie matches, a Mercy gauntlet pin, and some Dicey Boys. To enter the giveaway, put !mutiny into the chat. One lucky person will also get a Master Monk armory. So that's got a dice tower and a tray and a dice box made from purple heartwood. It's the set that Constantina used during our D&D live show. And everything breaks down and packs into like one little box. Really, really cool stuff. And then finally, I wanted to share that we just started a little merch shop. If you go to mistwalkers.threadless.com, you can get the lovely Mistwalker design that we had last season, as well as this new design, Mistfits, that you may have seen in some of our PAX West pictures. That design is also available for everyone this season. Very cool. Kayla made all the stuff. It's very pretty.
I
Thumbs
do
up.
the thing.
Yeah, do the thing. And now I throw it back to TK. Just like mush it in
Thank
there.
you. Oh, thanks. I'm not very athletic, so I appreciate the smush as
I
opposed
just hand
to
it
being
gently back to TK.
Thank you. Thank you for this blessing.
Yes.
I will open it single-handedly like that bottle of Ramune.
Oh my god, stop.
Kayla, are you blushing?
No.
Please, Kayla, I'm married. What would my husband say?
I'm not.
You have 2 hands.
Whoa! Opal survives.
Hey.
You gotta be quicker than that. All right, so let's get straight into it, because we left in the midst of what was being declared as a mutiny. Now, we have not rolled initiative or anything. Is there anything that you all would like to say to Brummet and the other officers?
And it's Opal and
Opal, Enon, a crocodile, and Captain Garvin have just entered Captain Garvin's quarters.
And we've been greeted by the officers of the crew there, right?
Yep.
They've informed us that this is all part of some gigantic insurance scam. Is that right?
Even in Ravenloft.
So does that mean that Miss Charlotte Stern is
Yes.
outstanding?
What?
How about you just let us off at the next convenient port of call and we'll be on our merry way. None the wiser.
Brummet sort of looks from you to the other officers, and then to Captain Garvin. Sounds awful easy, like a happy ending for everyone.
Yeah.
Are you attempting to persuade or deceive him?
I'm going to attempt to persuade him, and I will add the following. Since we're putting everything on the table, Captain and mates, you might as well know that I was hired by Charlotte's father to find out what happened to her. And if I don't report in, there'll be others who come after me, and others after that, and others after that, and soon there'll be work, and you won't have any peace at all. So you might as well just shake on it. Let me off.
Captain Garvin's shoulders visibly stiffen, and Brummet and the officers look from one to the other, and they... Look, I don't know where you got your information, but she was dead when she came aboard. Same as all the rest.
Well, you can explain that to the insurance people.
Brummet kind of casts his eyes towards Opal and is like, what exactly do you think happened?
Yeah, all Herr Stern knows is that his daughter's body was allegedly lost overboard. And she isn't the only one either.
To this, Opal looks Ennin in the eyes and says, and that's why I must stay on the ship.
Are you in on this too?
No, I have my own reasons. To help the souls make their way to the eternal. To my Lady of Book and Bone.
This is the worst night ever. Fine, if that's how it's going to be, I will touch another tattoo.
Okay, roll me a d6. While Garvin sort of starts to back away towards the door.
3.
Ooh, what's a 3?
3 is a giant crab.
Oh my god!
Only aquatic.
I'm so excited.
Snap, 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 snap.
I'm losing it.
Crocodile and a crab.
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. All right, so you touch your tattoo. Brummet and 5 officers are in this quarters, and the 5 officers start to draw their swords, but Brummet sort of puts his hand out and he'll... New deal.
I'm listening.
Ennin, if you want to go, you're free. Just leave the good doctor and the captain.
The captain? You mean this wasn't his deal?
Well, no, it's a mutiny, so...
Whoa.
Besides,
point?
he has like started rattling the door and he's like starting to slowly open it. Besides, he doesn't have much use for the money.
No.
Yeah, I'll look at the captain. Yeah, money's no good when you're dead, right?
The captain sort of like slowly closes the cabin door again.
Ah!
Dead is a very, I'm more in stasis, really. We all are.
Yeah. I look at Opal. What exactly is your role in this enterprise?
The captain also looks at Opal and like sort of like makes like a facial expression like, maybe what if you didn't though?
I Is the captain trying to persuade Opal?
Yes.
Awesome.
Opal's mouth quirks. She looks around and switches her black gloves to a pair of white gloves. Says, I am merely here to make sure the same mistakes are not made again by a certain captain.
I think she's talking about you, Captain Garvin.
Well, of course, but just saying that they were mistakes implies that, well, it implies a lot. You just need context for it. And they were already dead with the plague, and I couldn't have it spreading on the ship, of course.
Of course not, but there are things you can do. There's proper ceremonies and burials and rituals. You don't just cast them into the depths.
Well, it's not my fault. You were dead at the time. It's not like I could have learned it.
Wait a second. All Herr Stern cares about is that his daughter gets a proper burial. I'm sure that if I can assure him that that has happened, he'll let the whole thing go.
Garvin sort of like looks over his shoulder at Enin, and then Brummet opens his hands, and if you don't mind, I'll have the other officers escort you back to your quarters, and we'll ensure that Herr Stern learns everything that he needs to know.
Let's see, they outnumber me like what, 2-1, 3-1, even with even with the sum of the animals.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sounds great. Couldn't be better. Sure. Let's go.
Opal does hold up a hand. I will say there is something else on board. Something.
Oh yeah.
Something not on the manifest.
Brummet sort of sets his jaw. Okay. You and the captain stay in here and tell me all about it.
Why don't we all go to the infirmary instead?
Roll me a persuasion check. Is this persuasion or deception?
It's just persuasion.
Okay. Roll me persuasion. And I'll roll against you for insight. Oh my gosh, where are my d20? I found one. No.
Oh.
That's a d10. That's not helpful. Could I roll it twice? No, that's stupid. Don't say that.
Opal got a straight 10.
I hate this. I'm so mad. I got a 7 and I have no modifiers. I'm so mad. All right, he has a 7, so. All right, but call out to anyone? Bring anyone in the infirmary after us? It's on your head.
I would never endanger someone purposefully.
Sounds good. And the officers, with their sabers still out, begin to open the cabin door and file out.
Where is the ship at this time?
The ship has, so let's say this is probably an hour after that fight.
Okay.
My light is straight in my eyes.
Cool.
Boop. So this is about an hour after that fight. So as far as the ship can travel in an hour, according to the Ghost of Saltmarsh notes for a military vessel, which I think is like 12 miles.
Out of sight of land, in other words.
Yeah. Well on the open sea.
Duly noted.
Yeah,
Just
well away
checking.
from the Lutea Bazaar, which has broken. Yeah, it's rough. It's rough, buddy. Yeah. So they will begin to file out. Do you two follow?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
I will cast a look backwards at Captain Garvin, though, and glare at him.
Garvin will bring up the rear and sort of like, well, he'll bring up the rear with Brummet and sort of like twist his hands back and forth and back and forth. Like, ugh. Let's bounce ahead to Mercy and Constantina. Now, Mercy and Constantina, you are outside of Ingrid's room, listening to her speak. And Vargas's back straightens immediately, and he looks at the two of you and says, "I'll be right back. I just need to freshen up in my room before I meet her." And starts like very stiff-leggedly walking away.
But we were going to gloat together.
Don't worry, there's plenty of gloating to be had, I promise.
Should we wait here for him, Constantina? Vargas was going to show me how to gloat, and we were going to make Ingrid very jealous of the sacrifices that I made while I'm still covered in blood.
It is good timing to do that because you are covered in blood, but I really feel like we should go find Vasily because aren't you worried about this whole thing about it being 2 years later and we didn't know?
But maybe we should check with Ingrid what year it is and she can confirm.
Okay, that's a good idea.
Okay.
I'm not very good at gloating, but I can try. What do you want me to do?
Okay, we will... Well, oh no, Vargas was supposed to tell me what to do.
Oh.
I bet we can figure it out.
Okay. Well, do you want me to, like, play music for your entry?
Is that how people gloat? It sounds like something one might do. Yes, play music.
Okay,
but wait until, like, right when she opens the door, so it is like a surprise.
Okay, I know that's, like, what cool people do. Like, they have, like, their own, like, theme song and stuff, so I don't know. Maybe she'll find this really cool.
A theme song! Okay, all right, I'm going to knock, okay? Are you ready?
Okay. I pull out my violin from my magical, like, violin case, and I prepare to play music.
All right, and, like, Mercy, like, normally she would, like, brush her hair out of her eyes and stuff, but she's, like, draping, I don't know, she's trying to look creepy and bloody. This is bragging about a sacrifice, and then I knock on the door.
Okay.
This is just like wrestling.
And then I'm, like, trying to, like, lean in the door frame, like, trying to figure out how to act.
Oh my gosh,
cool.
I'm ready. Okay, so the door kind of creaks open a little bit and... Hello.
Oh, Ingrid, is that you? What are you doing here?
I'm staying here on the ship.
Oh, what a coincidence.
You have dinner?
Constantina, the music.
I start, like, just, like, sawing at my violin. Like, yeah.
What kind of song?
I'm, like, trying to figure out, like, what a Mercy song sounds like on the fly, trying to, yeah. So it's kind of, like, building. It sounds good, but it's a little,
Is it, like, changing keys, like, as you try stuff out?
Yeah, it's, like, it's a little spooky sounding. I'm trying to go with your whole, like, vibe right now.
Yeah.
You gotta hum it.
So I just rolled a d20 for Ingrid's insight, and she got a 3. So she sort of like peers at you through the door, and she narrows her eyes. Mercy, I just never really, I think it's better if we're friends.
I mean,
with dinner and the violin, it's too much, don't you think?
Well, being rejected kind of sucks. But no, I don't have dinner. I have been very busy. I did some sacrifices on the deck of the ship. Oh, we were attacked by undead, and fishmen. But I saved everybody, and I sacrificed a bunch of the crew to death. And Des accepted them, and then the undead left the sheep. Aren't you proud of me? Don't you think I am so cool?
You see her sort of dart her eyes at you and then Constantina, and she seems very distracted. So let me get this straight. What you're saying is that you don't have dinner.
Are we gloating right, Constantina?
Hmm?
Is this how one gloats?
I'm, like, playing my violin, like, louder and louder.
I specifically asked for dinner at 9.
Oh, I think that maybe the crew was distracted because they were dying because of the fishmen.
I did not ask for excuses at 9.
Oh, I thought maybe... Ingrid, why don't you like me? You've never liked me. And I saved everybody, and I sacrificed those people, and it worked, and you still don't like me.
I put my violin down because I see that Mercy is upset, and I was not expecting this. Excuse me, why didn't you like Mercy? Everything she did is completely true, and maybe you should have been helping us on the deck, fighting all of these enemies while you're being lazy, and you have the audacity to ask for dinner? How dare you?
Yeah, gloating doesn't feel good. I don't like gloating.
You don't need to gloat, Mercy. You're so much better than this person anyway.
Like, Ingrid looks back and forth at both of you. It's just, this seems like a very big deal to the two of you. I'll just maybe come back when you're less sensitive. I
am going to cast Friends on Ingrid.
It has worked perfectly every single time that you've done it. So 100% do it.
Okay, I am definitely doing it. I'm just trying to figure out what I want to do with it. So I have charisma checks, or advantage on charisma checks, for 1 minute. So I would like to, let's see. I would like to try to intimidate.
Okay.
Ingrid. And I'm going to hand my violin over to Mercy.
Okay, so basically the impression that you're giving Ingrid is not necessarily that you are like lifelong friends, but that you are like, you have always been better than her type thing? Or
well, I kind of just want to get in her face for a minute to knock her off her high horse.
Okay.
It's not so much that I want her to know that Mercy's better than her. I don't really care what she thinks about me, but okay. I just want to put my violin aside for a second.
Mm-hmm.
Get in her face.
As Constantina is deciding this in her head and handing the violin to Mercy, Mercy says, "I'm not sensitive!" And little sparks go across her body, and then a tiny red lightning zap goes to the doorknob or something.
Oh my gosh, yeah. Ingrid, her hand off of the door and it swings open a little bit more.
I don't really know how to control my werejackal behavior yet, but I'm going to try to the best of my ability. I just want to kind of pull a little bit from where I know that heat is when I transition and make my eyes super glowy.
Okay.
To make it look.
Make Ashley roll, so there's a chance
she
eats Ingrid.
Ashley roll, but there is a range for when you roll to get it without losing control. Okay, and it's a wide range right now, but losing control won't mean that you tear them apart or anything. You will succeed on this and intimidate her. But there's a range for how much control you as a player are going to have over this. Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm going to do it. This made me really angry in character. So
absolutely. Yeah. Roll me a D20 and let me know what you get.
Okay. I'm going to roll my, my new dice that I got from Level Up. That's it looks like a jackal eye. So, okay.
Let me know if it's between a 10 and an 18.
It's going to be such a mess. 16.
Describe to me what it looks like.
My heart's pounding right now. I'm this could be such a mistake. So I get close to Ingrid and I'm feeling very I do feel this powerful anger as she is insulting my dear friend Mercy. And I try to, I know that it's kind of a delicate balance, this heat that I feel, and I try my best to channel it into my eyes, and I do momentarily almost feel the glow that's coming out of my eyes to make them look a little bit more golden and feral, and And I just like get up real close to her, and I'm like, you have no idea who you're dealing with, so I would keep your mouth shut if I were you.
She begins to back away in fear. As you do that, you snarl at her, you growl, and your canines have gotten enlarged, and your eyes have taken on that distinctive golden shade to them. And it feels, Constantina, it feels good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it does.
Power, this ability to create that delicious smelling fear in another person.
Mm-hmm.
This woman is prey. You could do whatever you wanted.
Nope.
Remember that. Remember how good this feels. Remember what it feels like with that fire in your veins. Your stomach growls.
Well, I'm hungry too. Maybe we should all get some dinner. I take my violin back from Mercy. Thank you for holding that.
You're welcome.
Ingrid shakily opens the door the rest of the way.
Did you want to get dinner visas? I could understand if you don't, you know.
No, it's fine. I've just had, a busy night and it's been very stressful. I'll order something.
So you don't want to get dinner visas?
Ingrid's eyes flash over to Constantina. Constantina, what's the vibe you're trying to give her?
That she needs to say yes to Mercy, or I'm going to destroy her.
No, we should definitely get dinner together. We should catch up. I haven't seen you in years.
You want to get dinner vis me?
Yes,
I'm like wiping the tears away.
Yes, and that life in Darkon is so crazy now.
I would love to hear.
We have there's an alumni dinner coming up. Yes, come back. Everybody's been asking after you. Yes.
Oh, they have?
Yes, they have. Everyone.
We can catch up and you can tell me how people like me. And I'm so excited, Ingrid. I knew that we could be friends.
Yes, of course, best friends.
And I loop my arm with hers and I say, come, I will introduce you. Oh, you know Vasily, actually. Vasily's here.
She starts through the door and then stops and loops her arm back out. Actually, I just need to get something from my room, but I will meet you very soon.
And in the mess hall.
Of course, in the mess hall.
I'm so excited.
Yes,
Thank
of course.
you, Ingrid. Oh, by the way, what year is it?
What years? And she just sort of and then she asks the DM to check because it's actually really important what year it is. So what I will do is I will message it to you later.
Okay. But does it confirm that it is 2 years further into the future than we thought it was?
It does. I just need to look it up. I should have had it written down.
That's okay.
It's so subtle.
I can't be trusted.
Yeah. When she says that, Mercy seems sort of distracted, and then she's like, yes, we will meet you in the mess hall. Constantina, we should find Vasily.
Yeah, we should.
Yeah, she slams the door, and then you can hear a lock on the other side.
There's like 10 locks.
It's like 8 locks, a chain.
The sound of furniture moving.
Good. Okay. Now, if you'll take a look at the map that's in Discord, you will see that the captain's quarters are about 2 cabins down from Opal's, on the opposite side of the hall from where you two are. Who would like to go next? Do we want to do Jen and Jason again, or do we want to go to Kayla and Vasily?
Let's do Vasily.
Vasily.
Yeah.
You are in your son's laboratory.
Oh, God.
He has opened a hole in the wooden wall on the main deck, and you've stepped through, and it is this bright, incredibly brightly lit copper, brass, huge vats with all of these gears and levers. Upon close inspection, you realize that they don't actually do anything. They're mostly there for show. But you do see a table with many instruments laid out.
Okay. I actually had some notes on describing his lab because you asked me to.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, actually, I have it to where he definitely painted a lot of this bright yellow, and he drew really crude drawings of like sunny hills and suns, and the suns have like faces on them, little happy faces.
Oh my gosh.
He has a little corner over to the side that's filled with like cushions, and he has a sign over it that says cozy corner. And then across from that, one of the corners has his desk in it, and it has different like block print posters of blink dogs wearing sunglasses with like motivational text on them. And that's all like all around his desk. And
100%, yeah.
And he has like stuffed creatures in like that he put little lab coats on that are like his assistants, and they're just sitting around in like various positions where they look like they're doing things, like he posed them, so he has friends.
Yeah, they have like little unlit Bunsen burners and test tubes filled with just what looks to be colored water.
Yeah.
With
Yeah, and
glitter.
he tied them to their little like paws.
Mm-hmm.
So
you'll see that each of them has either this sort of like black and orange wigs, or they have little paper beaks.
I hate it. So they're all just me and him.
Yes.
Wow, cool.
You also see an open journal that has your face on it, handing him sweets that says best day ever.
Yeah, he probably has like a big sign on one of the walls that just says X days since mother praised me or something.
Oh my gosh, it's just like it's never been written on.
Yeah, never. So I guess I climb up in there and look around and just immediately just shudder because it's completely not something I would like.
What do you think, Mother?
It's definitely, you can tell that you put it together, that's for sure.
Yes, this is where I science. And he sort of puts his arms out very elaborately and dramatically.
Vasily like reaches over and like pokes one of the stuffed animals and knocks it over. It's one that like is dressed up to look like her.
It gives a very like defeated squeak when it hits the ground.
What is all of this?
Oh, these are my assistants.
Did you make them?
No, I'm not very good at sewing, Mother.
Oh boy. I need to make some potions. Need to make some tinctures.
Oh, of course. Well, what do you need?
She kind of looks around and looks and sees a table that has different like test tubes and flames and stuff, you know, alchemy things.
Mm-hmm.
I know alchemy. So she kind of goes directly over there and fishes around in her pocket and pulls out 2 little vials and hands them to Nicodemus. And she looks at him and she says, "You're going to help me with this."
Science together.
Science together. And one of the vials is a bunch of crimson feathers, and the other is some like black goop that's like moving around very slowly.
Oh, what are these feathers from?
A very weird dream thing that we all had at the same time. It was weird. I just have a feeling that this will help. I have a feeling that these 2 things will help. I'm usually right about this.
So, not another son?
No, not another son. You're the only one that has feathers. You know that.
He smiles so big.
And excuse me, realistically, she's having him help because she does not want to touch this thing. She's like, I don't know. So she starts directing him on what to do, like what different things, looks around, finds his cabinet of different ingredients, and and things, and directs him on how to hopefully make some potions for Constantina.
Okay. Yeah, he starts he pulls out like this sort of makeshift crate that has all of these spoons and measuring cups and other tubes, rulers, scales, and begins taking these tweezers and pulling the red feathers out, and pulls out like a little jeweler's eye magnifying glass. And this is a feather, Mother.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. You don't need to look at them. I know what they are. Just do what I tell you to do. It'll be fine.
He starts to like sniff it. He's like,
Don't put that in your mouth.
This whole part's gonna have to be cut out for the podcast because it's entirely dependent on facial expressions.
Don't.
Yeah. So he
like grabs his wrist and like pulls his wrist down because he very clearly looks like he wants to eat it. And
yeah. He begins to line things up, and he pulls out some solvents and a few elixirs. Several of them are glowing in a way that seems precarious.
She kind of pulls up her little magnifying glass on her necklace and examines each of them as close as she can. Can she determine what these are?
This is my laboratory.
Vasily puts her hands on her hips and looks at him.
He begins slipping on gloves.
She like, without even moving, kicks her leg down and tries to knock something over, like a chair. She just knocks the chair over.
It's just me, just like knocking.
Yeah.
When you do put on your goggles to examine it, you see that these are they're essentially binding agents to dissolve the materials and bind them into a potion.
Do I know why they look glowy or special, or is it that's just the way they are?
It appears to be cosmetic.
Oh my god. Okay. Well, I didn't teach him that.
No.
Didn't teach him anything, really.
Yeah, when he uncorks them, there are these little phosphorescent bubbles that kind of float out.
Oh god. Okay.
This one smells like grape.
But okay, put that one in there. Maybe she'll like that. I don't know. I don't even know what she likes or cares. I don't care. What?
Who is she? Who are these for?
You remember that very forgettable woman I was traveling with the very forgettable face?
No, Mother, that doesn't make sense.
She has a very plain, average face.
Oh, do we like her?
No.
The Tutti Frutti, then. He just selects like a bright pink one. All right, so you spend about the hour after the entire battle going through and making these potions. I would like for you to roll me 2d20s to see how many potions you get out of these.
Okay. I'm gonna use my riot dice. Don't fail me.
You need between 1 and 10 to get one potion, 15 and 20 to get 3 potions.
17 for the first one.
Okay, that's your feathers.
And 4 for the other one.
Okay, so you have 3 adjutants and 1 to bring her down.
Oh god, that's the worst possible outcome. Oh boy.
Maybe next time you'll be nice to me when we go to conventions.
I was so nice to you. Okay, well.
I know, sucker.
Vasily's fine with it. Just like, whatever. I tried.
Yeah. And it's not like you can't replicate them.
Yeah.
I assume you took notes.
I did take notes.
Okay.
Well, I mean, Nicodemus take notes. It's probably all like smiley faces.
Oh my gosh. It's just stick figures.
Yeah.
It's stick figures with like some advanced like chemistry
like some
corner.
like alchemical symbols. And he understands it. It's fine.
It's alchemical symbols with like little Google eyes attached to them.
Yeah, he like glues the googly eyes into his book. It's just so
100%.
thick.
And he dots like all of the integer letters with hearts.
Oh my god. I hate him.
What else would you like to do?
I want to look around the lab. What all does he do? Like, can I tell what he does? Do I have to speak to him? Like, is that a requirement?
No, you can look around the lab. Go ahead and roll me an investigation.
Alrighty. $13.
Okay. The difficulty was 10, so that is enough to tell you that as you're looking around here and he's writing up all of his notes and he sort of elbowed you out of the way of replicating some of these potions, you start to go through his things. You start to go through the boxes, the barrels, the enormous rope piles. It seems like he went down to the cargo hold and has just been hoarding things from the cargo hold straight into his lab in case he needs them. One of the things in particular that he has is what appears to be a bronze diving suit. And you can see by the hammer marks that he's attempting to turn it into a breastplate, but he's not an armorer, so it just looks like a diving suit.
I'm going to just like clear my throat and gesture towards it. I'm like, hey, number 5, what is this?
Oh, that's my magic armor, Mother.
It doesn't look like it would fit you.
No. I just sort of gave up.
Can we finish it? It seems like something I could wear.
And you can see him sort of like give you like a very sly, you don't even know what it does, Mother.
I know it would give me actual armor, which I need. I need that very much.
It sounds like you need my help.
I feel like that's a stretch. I just need your items, the things that you own. I just need to take them from you. I'll trade you for some licorice. And I pull out my baggie of licorice.
What do we say?
Now.
I suppose you could just do it yourself, Mother.
She like walks over to the little hatch in the floor that I crawled up out of. And she dangles the bag of licorice over the hole.
Fine.
Like, what do we say? Number 5?
Gimme.
She just tosses it at him.
And he just eats the entire bag.
Oh, God.
Thank you, Mother.
Let's finish this.
Okay, so the two of you begin working on this magical breastplate. Did I give the stats for that?
Mm-mm.
All right, it'll take a short rest to finish it.
Okay.
And I'll send you the stats after it's done.
Cool.
All right. And in an opal.
Mm-hmm.
Now, it doesn't take very long for you two to walk 2 rooms down the hallway towards the infirmary. Who enters first?
Opal does.
Opal enters.
Mm-hmm.
Several of the officers station themselves outside. And then who goes next? Enin?
I'll be happy to go next, but the crab and the crocodile will stay outside here and stand next to each of the officers.
The officers look very uncomfortable, but they just look incredibly uncomfortable, like, oh.
Now, I'll stop before I go in. Now, my little friends, if I shout, you go ahead and help yourselves to these 2.
The crocodile just sort of growls affirmatively.
Opal calls out, "You don't need an invitation to come in."
I'll enter the infirmary. I've been in here before.
I know. And Opal goes over to the third medicine cabinet, the locked one, and quickly undoes the lock, opens it up, and starts pulling out packages from it.
Garvin enters next, and you see like a shiver kind of go down his spine. Like he looks not uncomfortable to be in here, but he's never been in here, and there's an energy in here that he finds refreshing.
Opal opens up the medicine cabinet all the way so that Captain Garvin can see, after she's removed the packages, that it's actually got a hole cut out so that she can look into his room. If she moves a piece of a poster, no, another piece of wood.
Spooky.
Just so you know. But right now we have something more important. Whatever is below the ship, it could come get us. Or at least.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, that's all I. That's all I know, and was warned about.
Brummet answers last, and he looks at the three of you and then closes the door behind him. So, what do you know?
It's coming for spirits.
Is this the disgusting, dark, shadowy, scary thing down in the lower hold by any chance?
Sounds about right.
Yeah, I met it briefly. It was terrifying. What is it?
Would Opal know what it is based on that brief description with the other information she heard from Vasily's friend? Not Vasily,
Vargas's friend. Yeah, I think that with the insight that you did with her, and then hearing from Enin, if you could, I'm gonna set the DC real low. Give me a religion. You will succeed, but I will tell you how much you know.
All right. Cool. 19.
A 19 is enough to say that yes, there are creatures that prey on restless spirits. They prey on ghosts, specters, banshees, the incorporeal dead. And that is why it is so important that they somehow be shepherded to the other side, which is very difficult in Ravenloft. Very difficult indeed. This a creature known as a gruesome lurker that feeds on the fears of the living, but a ghost fear is particularly potent.
Opal turns to Captain Garvin. What are you afraid of?
I suppose I'm afraid of what everyone is afraid of. Where do we go?
Are you afraid of being found out?
No. Everyone who needs to know knows. And I've been on this ship for so long. I suppose it wouldn't matter if people knew or didn't.
Another question. Does Opal recognize the name Charlotte Stern?
Give me history just real quick. Because like the rest of the... What'd you get?
I got an unnatural 20.
Heck yeah. Like the rest that were brought aboard the ship, you had already passed. However, since coming back, you have met a small girl, Charlotte Stern, another restless spirit aboard the ship.
One that Opal didn't take care of. Interesting. All right. I think, Captain, the only thing for us to do is to go meet it head on. Or bring it to us.
How do you suppose we lure it?
We can perform a ceremony. We can call out to it. We could turn possibly some of our unfortunate sailors upstairs undead. These are just guesses, of course.
I just walked in the hold and it had found me.
Yes, well, sometimes ignorance is best.
Yeah, you're a big help.
Brummet sort of chimes in. So, if there's a thing like this on the ship, what kept it from just eating all the ghosts to begin with?
I couldn't say, other than maybe some of our new guests have disrupted the balance. Possibly.
Wait a minute. Who on this ship is? Oh boy, who on this ship isn't a ghost? I mean, apart from me.
Mm-hmm. Opal just holds up her hands. Not me.
I'll look at Brummet and the captain. I know the captain's not natural.
Well, I mean, okay, I've died a few times, but yes, I suppose I am a ghost.
What about you, Brummet?
Brummet, I would need for the two of you to roll me perception real quick.
7.
It's rough, buddy.
16.
16 is enough. You don't trust Brummet. And that is why
nothing new.
You've been able to sort of keep your eye on him. And he's just been lingering around the corner of the room. And 16 is enough to tell you that he's begun to kind of dim the lamps in here, lessen the gas.
He's trying to make the room darker, or at least that's what it seems.
He is trying to make the room darker.
Okay.
As he begins to make the room darker, you can see his shadow is beginning to grow.
It doesn't seem like a good thing.
At that moment,
what are you doing?
Opal pulls out one black glove, shoves it in, and casts Word of Radiance. And a giant light and the sound of a dog barking push through her hand. And everyone around us must roll for Constitution.
Oh, heck yeah. Let's do it.
Opal waits for no one.
This is terrible. A 4.
Ooh, that's rough. You said Constitution? Yeah. It got a 3. I mean, Brummet got a 3.
Sounds like 2d6 damage.
All right. Tell me about what kind, Radiant?
Yeah, 9.
Okay.
Is
that everyone in the room?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, then let me roll for Garvin real quick. Bless his heart. Okay, well, he got a 16. How's that looking?
How long can do you think she could sustain? Is it just for a flash?
Is Word of Radiance usually just for a flash?
Yeah.
Or is that a held?
Yeah, it says instantaneous erupts. Yeah, so I guess that's it. Like, she casts it again while like trying to flick on like turn on the gas on the light next to her, like brighter and brighter.
As you do that, the shadows in the back of the room begin to grow just from the force of light. That is what light does. It chases shadows to the corner. As well, you can see this dark pit beginning to pull Brummet's chest apart.
Opal pulls on a second glove, and from the ground, she pulls up this intense energy, and she goes, and then get out of the way, and like pushes it out at Brummet in his chest as she tries to banish them.
What do I need to beat?
Charisma saving throw.
Now, can I get it out of the way, or am I stuck here in between them? I can only take.
Yeah, give me a
more
dexterity saving throw real quick.
Maybe Opal just put each hand on either side of your head, so she's just talking directly.
I'm good at the dex stuff. That's a plus.
Yeah. You're gonna succeed. I just want to see what it looks like. Okay, 17. Okay. How do you dexterously avoid?
Oh no, nothing quite so graceful. I'm gonna hit the deck and roll under the nearest table.
Opal, it got a nat 20.
Oh.
I apologize.
She says to herself, "It's a new spell. It'll take time."
And as you're beginning to do that, you can hear this echoing from the folds of its flesh as something large and spindly and emaciated with its ribs, its ghostly, shadowy form, crawling out of the gaping gash in the front of Brummet's body. And it just unfolds itself continuously. There's no end to this creature. It fills up the entire other half of the room.
Gross.
Opal says, "Come for me, coward."
You're the one who's been putting them to sleep.
Yes, as is right, as is the way. We can't leave them here, drifting.
No, I agree. And now they're awake. Dinner is served. Let's start with you. Roll me initiative, and we'll come back.
15.
15? And then, you want in on this?
Against my better judgment, I do. 21.
All right. I will say both of you definitely beat it because it has like one dex. Let's go back to Mercy and Constantina, who, while searching for Vasily in that hallway, have just heard the walls creaking in Opal's infirmary. What would you like to do?
That was weird. What was that sound?
I don't know. Shall we check on Opal?
Maybe. Or Opal also seems very smart. Maybe she knows what's going on with what year it is, and I'm confused. How have 2 years passed?
I don't know. There's so much that could have happened in between that time. It just doesn't make any sense.
Opal will know. And
Okay.
Mercy kind of skips over to the door and opens it.
Now, before you skip to the door and open it, you see that there are a couple of officers from the ship that have started backing away from the door. As well, there is a crocodile and a giant crab in front of the door.
Oh, that's weird.
That is weird.
The officers look at you with their eyes wide with panic, and they're...
It's just a crocodile.
Is something going on?
Are you okay?
Both of you
Oh,
can...
the blood is just the sacrifice. I sacrificed some of the crew, but it's okay now.
You can see this inky puddle begin to creep out from underneath Opal's door, and all of the gas lamps, Constantina, are flickering like they did before. Mercy, your bell is ringing.
I don't know what it means, Constantina, but it's never been anything good. Is Opal okay? And I'm like pushing the crab out of the way to get to the door.
Does the crab move, Enon?
I don't think it cares about anything like that. So I think it'll scuttle sideways out of her way. It has no orders to attack her, and they'll do what I tell them to.
It scuttles in the face of love.
Oh
my gosh, that's
romantic.
I'm like banging on the door. I'm like, Opal, are you okay?
Vasily? I start calling out for Vasily. Vasily? I don't know if you're anywhere where you could hear me, Vasily, but I'm calling out for you.
Is his map anywhere where I could hear them?
I don't think that the pocket dimension can hear what's going on outside of it.
But we left the door open.
You left the door open to the laboratory?
I was going to dump the licorice out of it, so the door's open.
That is correct. Please roll me a perception check.
Heck yeah. All right. Let's see. 9.
No.
Oh.
Can I also try using, I'm going to double that up with my message spell. I don't really know where Vasily is, but if she's somewhere within 120 feet range.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm emitting that and also shouting.
Yeah. We've already established that telepathy will break through. So go ahead.
Vasily, where are you?
So I assume we're just in the middle of tinkering or whatever, and I just kind of like instinctually like throw whatever I'm holding. Just like...
Nicodemus will look up. Oh, Mother, is that her?
Did you hear that too? Can you hear that when she does that?
Well, only because you haven't closed your side. I hear every message that you get.
Are you somewhere safe? Because if you are, you should stay there. Because there's something very wrong up here, and you might be, I don't know, find somewhere to hide.
Oh, what's going on? Where's Mercy?
I'm with Mercy, and we're outside of Opal's infirmary, and there's some like liquid seeping. I don't know. Everything's bad, and the lights are flickering like they were when you and I met earlier. So you can come meet us, but be very careful. But if you're somewhere with your son, maybe you should stay there.
She kind of looks over at Nicodemus, who is probably like, I don't know, eating something. I have no idea, putting something in his mouth. And she's just like, oh, I'll come to you. I'll come help. Where are you?
Are we fighting?
Not you. You stay here. You keep finishing this.
Oh, thank goodness.
I mean, we're near the hospital, the little infirmary. You know, do you know what that is?
Yes. And she just starts climbing out of the lab to head that way.
Okay. Now, the laboratory was on the main deck. It will take you 1 round of movement if you're dashing to get downstairs.
Yeah, she's worried about Mercy, so she'll actually dash.
Should we all roll into initiative?
Yes, Mercy and Constantina both roll into initiative because on the other side of the door, Brummet, or the thing that lived inside of Brummet's skin, has begun to cock its head up and says, "Sweet music on the other side of that door."
Am I the sweet music?
I'm the new Dicey boys.
Ooh.
My gosh, I'm so ready. Let me see. Let me know who beats a 21.
I had a 23.
Oh wait, yeah. I got a 21.
Oh my gosh.
I critical.
All right. Mercy, you're top of the initiative.
Okay.
You are going to popcorn around. You guys still got to get through the door. So opening the door will be a free action.
Interact with object. Mercy is pounding on the door, and when she hears some creepy voice inside, she's gonna kick it open with her hoof. Yeah.
I love action Mercy so much.
Yeah.
Okay. And this thing twists its head, and you can hear this dry cracking of its bones as its chin comes all the way onto the back of its shoulders. And it grins so wide at you, you think maybe that smile will crack its face in half.
What are you?
I'm so hungry.
Mercy, go!
and she sees that the creature is like kind of like poised to attack Opal, and this is probably a really dumb idea.
I'm
But
ready.
Mercy is gonna, like, her face is gonna get a little angry, like my face right now, and she's going to say, "No, stay away from her!" And she's just gonna, like, book it towards this weird liquidy creature and jump inside of it. And then thunderstep.
I'm sorry, did you say jump inside of it?
Yes. You said it was, like, liquidy, like it's gooey?
Oh, yes, it is. It is rather like venom as it is crawling out of his skin. So, yes.
Okay. She's gonna
I'm
jump
ready.
inside of it and then thunderstep. She do a kaboom.
All right, yeah. Tell me about it.
Mercy's reckless. Okay. She sees Opal is in danger, and she books it towards the creature before anyone can stop her, pushing past the crab and the crocodile and everyone in the room. And she's going to kind of like dive towards the creature, and the second she like touches it or like falls into the goop, she's going to trigger her thunderstep. And the
Okay.
creature needs to make a Constitution saving throw, DC 15.
Okay. As you trigger your thunderstep, you can feel its body sucking at your limbs as it's attempting to grapple you.
Okay.
Let
Seize
me-
feels bad.
Yeah, so if you it got an 8.
Okay.
All right, and you are able to break out of its grapple with this thunderstep.
So I would also be teleporting.
Yeah.
So, okay. And then was the 8 it's trying to grapple me, or was it doing
That was
the
its
Constitution save?
saving throw.
Oh, okay. Then it's going to take 4d10 thunder damage.
All right, read that out to me.
That's 12 plus 4,
No,
16
no.
plus 7, 23 thunder damage.
Gosh.
She's gonna like explode out of the creature and then teleport right next to Opal.
Okay. All right. Who's next, dear?
Oh yeah. I guess Opal can go next.
Oh, yeah. Opal's amazed and shocked.
Are you
And
okay?
just- You have to go. And
No,
she
you
reach-
have to go.
No, you.
No, you.
And she reaches up a hand, a black glove, sorry, and cradles Mercy's face, or reaches, I guess, across, and cups Mercy's head, and you see these red and black flower petals swirl around them in a cyclone until they've gathered above like a rain cloud and fall down onto Mercy's skin before glowing and absorbing into it as she casts resistance on Mercy.
Oh.
You have 1d4 on to add the number to a saving throw.
Oh. The magic is so beautiful. I mean, maybe now is not the time. And okay. It's protection. Okay.
And dang. It's just that creature, huh?
Mm-hmm.
No one else though, right? So it can't popcorn back to itself.
No, that's the only thing that's got a antagonistic initiative.
All right, then over to Enon.
Well, this is a fine kettle of fish. I'm hurt. I haven't had a chance to heal yet or take a rest from our battle on the deck, so I'm not in great shape, but can't let this go unchallenged. So from underneath the table, I will pull out my seeker dart, seek, and throw it at the disgusting creature.
All right.
There's no to-hit roll. As long as it is within range of 120 feet, the dart will strike.
Spooky. Okay.
When the dart reaches its target, it needs to make a DC 16 dexterity saving throw. Otherwise, it takes electrical damage, lightning damage.
I got an 8.
Which I'll roll. Well, it's not going to take that much lightning damage, frankly. It's only going to take 8.
Okay. I don't know, after that 23, it's like anything now is like, ah.
Mm-hmm. So there's a crackle of lightning, a smell of burning ozone in the air, and a bright flash of a electrical light, like a teeny tiny storm, exploded against the creature.
Oh, absolutely. Whenever you threw the dart, the creature actually reached out its sort of tar-like hand and enveloped it in its fist. And just, you heard this gurgling laugh, this as it exploded in its fist. It's and then splat. Its hand starts splatting against the wall, and you can see it start to ooze down the wall and crawl back towards its creature.
Let's see here. I don't have enough of an action left to rise from the floor where I'm hiding, so I'll take a move action and crawl out from underneath the table into the room so that I can get back to my feet next turn.
Okay. Who are you going to popcorn to?
Let's see. Is there anyone else in the room who hasn't come? Where's Captain Garvin here?
Captain Garvin is cowering in the back corner.
Mm-hmm.
Typical.
Great. I will shout at him, "Make yourself useful!" and popcorn over to him.
Garvin will sort of struggle to take his saber out of the scabbard. Well, I only really have one talent, and I've sort of used it
It's
up.
a woman. Sorry.
Not even my imagination is that strong. But good doctor, if you'd like to indulge me later tonight, if we live through this.
No, never.
Mercy glares at Captain Garbage.
That's all right. Captain Garbage, I'm so mad. He deserves it, though. Captain Garvin will, you over there, duel? And set himself up to dodge. Captain Garvin's gonna popcorn to the creature, the gruesome lurker, which begins to stretch out these long, slimy tendrils of this black ichor and douse each of the gas lamps. And you can hear its echoing and then a as it vanishes. And this room is very dark now.
No.
Is it still here? Who's here? Hello?
Where did it go?
I'm gonna popcorn to Constantina.
Of course it's still here.
Well, hell. Okay, I'm running so low on spells. I made a lot of bad choices lately. I'm going to cast Fairy Fire to see if it will because I don't know. Oh, I'm not in the. Am I in the room yet? I don't think I am. But
you're like
the door
standing right by the open door.
Yeah, so I will step into the room. And I'm going to. Is this a good use of my spells? It feels like a bad use of my spells, but you know what? I'm just gonna do it. So I cast Fairy Fire, in which each object in a 20-foot cube within range is outlined in blue, green, or violet. My light is like reddish. Any creature in the area when the spell is cast is also outlined in light if it fails a dexterity saving throw. So if the creature is in the room still, it needs to make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay. I got a nat 1. I'm very angry. And so you do see it appear behind Enon, where it appears to be like lurking in a corner behind Enon.
It's there. And I shout very, very subtly. And I think that will be, gosh, I'm running so low. That's going to be all I do for this round. So was that the end of I think that's everyone in the room?
Yep.
Okay.
Vasily will be outside of the door to the infirmary. Who would you like to start the next round?
I will do the monstie to get it out of the way.
Then the monster will attempt to grapple Enon.
Crap.
Sorry. It gets advantage on its grapples. Let's see. Why do I insist on putting my dice away as soon as I use them?
Show's over.
Okay, 17. Okay, so it got a dirty 20 to grapple Enon, and it's going to try and use its Fear Eater ability. Now, you are very familiar with this type of ability, so I will give you advantage to roll and make a wisdom saving throw because it has already affected you today.
Advantage against being frightened. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Well, despite my familiarity, I think I'm afraid. My best save is an 8.
Okay. You're going to take 3d6 psychic damage.
Here we go.
Ouch.
And be stunned.
Oh.
Oh, geez. There it is. 2, 3, 5. 11 psychic damage. And you will be stunned. How you doing?
Pretty bad, but not quite dead yet. So, eyes glaze over in fear. I will shake like a jelly that is melting and cower, stunned, unable to move.
This thing will give a long, languorous smell to the top of your head. And sort of,
Ew.
how long I've waited to eat. I will popcorn to Vasily, who is now on the scene.
Okay, so I guess the door's still open, right? I'm outside the door, but I can.
Yeah, I don't think anybody closed the door after they came in.
That's what do we live in, a barn? Like, come on, kids. So she kind of
Vasily's AC out.
she kind of storms in and looks around quickly and sees that Mercy's over with Opal, and then she looks for Constantina, and she wants to go stand near Constantina. I don't know if my movement will allow that. I don't know.
No, you used your movement to get to the door. You do have an action.
Okay. I don't know. I'm going to yell at you, Constantina, and be like, what's going on? Can I tell that you look tired? You said you're kind of out of spell slots. Is that a visible thing for you?
Yeah, I would say that my hair is probably a little more disheveled than usual, and my eyes are glowing very brightly.
Okay. What's going on? Why did you? And she just kind of looks around and sees this giant nasty thing.
Vasily, I will give you a free perception roll.
Yay! I love perception rolls. Oh, I got a nat 20, so 22.
And nat 20 is enough to tell you that her eyes they have taken on that golden cast, and her fangs are showing.
She reaches into her pocket and pulls out one of the red vials and tosses it to Constantina.
I'm not going to make you roll to catch it. You're just going to catch it because it looks
Bless.
But it just smashes against the ground.
Oh, just lick it up.
Whatever it is.
It just goes straight out of windows.
I've got 2 more. It's fine.
It's dark, so I should make you roll with disadvantage.
Dark vision.
You're just gonna catch it. It's fine.
Constantina, drink that. We'll get you back after you turn, but you need to be strong right now because that thing looks very frightening.
Okay. Do I need to drink it now?
Oh. Are you asking me?
You can only drink potions on your turn.
Yeah.
And that will be an action.
Vasly's just like, are you asking me? Yeah.
I just don't, when it's my turn to drink it then.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm just that's more of a clarification for me.
Yes.
Okay. Got
and
it.
then I kind of stay in the doorway.
Okay. Who are you going to popcorn to?
To Opal.
Excellent. Opal turns from Mercy, and Enon is about 5 feet away, I would say, with under his little cute blanket.
Mm-hmm.
All right. She holds out her palms. Says to Enon, "Thank you for preparing the patient." And 2 thin blades of flame come up from her palms. She swivels them around her wrists and says, "But now it's time for the doctor," or some other trash. The doctor is in.
Oh my God.
And then is going to attempt to cut the lurker from rot to crotch. Or 2 sacred flames.
Oh my gosh, spooky. Okay.
Mercy swoons.
TK swoons. The lurker swoons. It's just, I deserve this, please.
Dexterity saving throw.
Oh, so spooky. It got a 18. An 18.
Oh, it'll just feel like a gentle, hot massage.
Hey.
And
Does it take half?
No, I don't think it takes. It doesn't say anything. It takes.
Yeah, if it's a cantrip, usually.
Oh,
it's-
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. I don't know why I forgot that Sacred Flame was a cantrip.
Because I made it sound so cool.
True. Did make it sound cool.
All right, well, Opal's going to popcorn over to Mercy then.
Okay. Let's see. Mercy is going to see Opal right next to the creature and Enon in its grasp. And she is going to, gosh, what does this look like? I feel like she holds out her gauntlet, hand closed, and when she opens it, there's like a little bit of mist in the gauntlet. And it floats towards Enon and the creature. And she is going to twin cast levitate on them. The creature gets a saving throw. I don't think Enon does because he's stunned.
I'm incapacitated, so
Yeah.
probably not.
So it's a Constitution saving throw.
Okay, then it'll be 13.
13 will not make it. And so using this mist that she's using to levitate them, she's going to keep Enon on the ground and force the creature's movement up so that he is no longer grappled.
Yeah, the creature will, you'll start to hear like this sickening suction as the creature's tendrils come up off of Enon, and it flattens itself against the ceiling.
Yeah, Mercy like squishes it up there with a cloud, and she's like concentrating really hard to separate them.
Okay.
Thank you.
And then I will popcorn over to, sorry, a car is going by. I will popcorn over to Constantina.
All right. I unstop her the potion that Dastardly threw me, and they say, I trust you, and then I knock it back, and going to turn it into a werejackal.
Okay.
Read that.
Go ahead and describe the beginning of this transformation.
Sure. So it always starts in my chest. I always feel like a burning sensation, and it starts to spread into my limbs. And I like to think that the limbs kind of transform first. They elongate, and these like huge like claws come out, and then the rest of my body starts to shift, including my face, and so these little ears come out. Little, this is supposed to be cute. This is supposed to be like scary and ferocious. I'm like, I'm a little weird jackal. And then my teeth, my fangs get really like elongated, and my nose turns into like this like snout, and you kind of hear this grotesque creaking and cracking noises as my bones like shift into this form, and all this fur sprouts off. I don't really know what happens to my clothes. I guess they rip, and I don't know. Am I naked? Am I naked werejackal? Do werejackals wear?
Are you transforming into your full jackal form or your half jackal form?
I would say, well, I don't know what the potion does, but I'm assuming if it's supposed to, I would say half.
Okay, then your clothes are intact.
Okay.
They're ripped, but otherwise on your body because you haven't like changed so much that you're like not bipedal.
Okay. So yeah, so I am now a weather jackal. So do I have an action on this move? Or...
You will have an action next. Okay. Who would you like to popcorn to? The start of the round.
Ooh, is it a free action for me to put on my sunglasses as after she transforms really cool in the background?
You already your free action. Yeah, I'll allow it.
Yay!
Yeah. It's just hard rock music playing.
I'm cool.
All right.
I'll begrudgingly also allow it, I guess, since it's still my turn. I guess I will popcorn to
just as an FYI, because it's the beginning of the round, you can always popcorn to yourself.
Has Enon gone? I don't know if he would have a save on his turn or something.
Enon, did you go this round?
No, I think he just got attacked.
Oh, I am so sorry.
I was stunned, so that makes me incompatible. I'm not sure if I'm recovered yet or not.
Can I popcorn to Enon?
Yeah, I think on your turn, it doesn't say you can't try to break a stun, so I think on your turn you can try and break the stun.
Okay. Is that a save?
Yeah, let's do wisdom saving throw.
13.
No.
No, I'm still stunned and still shivering and quaking on the floor. Get it away, get it off, get it off, get it off, get it off.
I'm sorry.
Do we think Enon's crocodile and crab would come in at some point after hearing him?
Enon, have you shouted?
Well, I've been shouting.
Okay. Do you think that your crocodile and crab would come in, or they would kill the officers?
Let's see. What does it say about them?
Sorry, not to tell you what to do.
No, you're fine.
And they act on his turn. So it just says they do, he commands them and they do what he wants.
Yeah, they do what you want.
See what the rules, let me see what the rules say for stunned. I think I can speak haltingly. It doesn't say I don't have command over my faculty.
I'm sure.
Find out.
You know what? I'm going to say it's fine.
Oh yeah, the stun condition says you can speak falteringly.
Nice. Yeah.
Okay. So I will shout at the crab and the crocodile.
Okay.
Get it, get the shadow, get it, kill it.
Now this shadow is attached to the ceiling. Do you think?
Could they ready an action?
Yeah, maybe ready an action for if it falls or appears on the ground.
Maybe. Yeah, they can do that.
The crocodile climbs on top of the crab and they just
rears on its hind legs, and
crocodiles can climb trees and stuff.
Snap at
don't
it,
say that. No, thank you.
Hey, you're welcome. All right, so they'll ready an action for if it, I guess, is on the ground or.
That makes sense.
No.
I just told them to get it, so they'll get it when they can.
Yeah. Who would you like to popcorn to?
Let's see here. Mercy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Let's see. Mercy is still concentrating on her levitate. If you are the target can move only by pushing, which allows you can change the target's altitude. Okay, it's not an action or anything. So Mercy will see the crab and alligator like on their hind legs, like trying to snap at this thing. And she's gonna float the cloud down so that it's like in their claws and jaws.
Oh my gosh, so spooky. Yes.
So beautiful.
All right. And then
Float.
did they take the opportunity?
Oh, you're muted.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the question is, do they take the opportunity to get it?
Mm-hmm.
Definitely.
Yeah. Roll those attacks.
All right. One giant crab snapping with its 2 pincers. Let's see. It's an 18 with 1 pincer claw and 13 with the other.
That's rough. Yeah, the 18 hits.
The 18 hits, okay. That's bludgeoning damage. It's just ordinary physical damage of 5 points, but it's a DC 11 to escape its grapple.
Oh my gosh. Okay. So it is the one who is grappled. It got an 18.
Okay, so it's not grappled. Crocodile, on the other hand, make sure I'm using this appropriately. Okay. Not exactly a fierce combatant. The attack of the bite is 17.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That's 7 points of damage, and it's a DC 12 to escape the crocodile's grapple.
Oh my gosh.
All these grapply creatures.
Oh, it got a 19 on the die. It's a slippery.
Ugh, it's just made of shadow.
It just like oozes through its teeth.
And then for her action, so Mercy was like concentrating really hard to like lower it precisely to where these creatures could attack. But then she like looks past it a little and sees Opal standing next to that area, winking and flirting with her. And like she had started to cast another spell, but she gets distracted and accidentally casts a chaos bolt.
Oh gosh, I'm so ready.
What's my plus to hit? So it's 17. Does that hit?
Yes, I'm sorry, yes.
Okay. And we'll say this African Jade one will determine the type of damage. I'm casting this at level 2.
Oh, too spooky.
So 10, 12, 17, and it was a 1. Oh, I don't know if this will do anything. I don't even remember what I just said. 10, 12, 17 acid damage.
Yeah, it does something.
All right, cool.
Yeah, you can hear its like sort of slimy skin kind of sizzle underneath this acidic bolt that you've just sent towards it.
Gross.
Cool.
You hear it when it screams, it's like a tea kettle whistling.
Oh. And Mercy doesn't even notice. She's just making googly eyes across the room at Opal, and then I will popcorn over to Vasily.
Vasily's like glaring across the room the whole time, like am I within range to approach and stand like within an arm's distance of Constantina?
Yes, this room is less than 30 feet.
Cool. I will do that. I will just like not touch her, but like be very close to her, and then reach into my jacket and pull out kind of this little paper ball that's kind of looks like it's made of 2 different paper mache bits, and like crush it, and it turns into a ball of black fire. And I want to try to cast firebolt at this creature.
Okay.
Try to toss this at him. So that is a dirty 20.
Ooh.
Yeah, it hits.
Okay, so 2d10. So 4 and 6, so 10.
Mm-hmm. And you can see as its skin begins to sort of boil and bubble. Now, this is very important that like you can see this with your sort of abyssal red-black vision. It's glistens as it does that. And you can see it writhing and wriggling in the jaws of this crocodile.
So before my turn ends, I want to just kind of put a hand on Constantina's arm and shout to Mercy, like, catch it on fire.
Your dagger is growing warm at your waist.
Oh, okay. Ugh. Thinks I hate it. I will popcorn to Constantina. Have you went this round? Have we started a new round?
I don't think so. I think me and Enon were at the end of the
Right. Okay. Yeah. So I popcorn to you.
Okay. I'm going to... So technically in my stats, I have a longsword, but can I change that to be my sickle? Because I don't think Constantina would have a longsword.
Yeah, you can.
That's in the Werejackal stats.
Oh, yeah, you can.
I don't like magically get a sword.
I was like, oh, how long have you had a longsword?
I've not had a longsword. The reason I asked is because I get 2 attacks. So one with my buddy and the other one I'm going to use my sickle instead. So just
absolutely.
clarifying that's how I'm doing it. But first I would like to, I don't know how bite. I'm going to attempt to do my bite on this ooze. Do a bite. Yeah. So
Please jump on the crab and then bite it. Jump on the crab.
Yeah, I have enough movement for that. I will jump on the crab and then bite it. Am I allowed to do that?
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
It sounds ridiculous, so I will allow it.
Fair. That is pretty good. Okay, 23 to hit. To
chomp.
Yeah, you get it.
Okay.
You crunch it.
I crunch.
Yeah.
Gotta get that crunch.
Is there still to crunch? I guess it has like some sort of structure that's covered.
No, it doesn't crunch. It's more
just squirts.
Ugh, it's like a squelch.
Gross.
Yeah.
Thanks, I hate it. Okay.
That was your choice.
It was that. This is true. I deserve this. 5 piercing damage on the bite.
Okay.
And then I'm going to do a second attack with my sickle. So I'm using my special magical sickle.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I guess I wouldn't know this in my half Werejackal state, but does my sickle seem to be doing anything weird?
No, your sickle's not doing anything strange right now.
Okay. 18 for that second for my sickle.
Yeah, you hit it.
Okay. And that is... Gosh, neither of these do very much damage, but that's okay. That is 4 points of slashing damage.
Okay. Now, as you're doing this and you're biting into this creature and you're slashing into it with your sickle, you can hear something nudging at your mind that's, let me in. You don't have to end it this way. You have so much untapped potential. I can show you. We can control it together. They will fear you. You will be the she-wolf of the mists. All will tremble before you. I can give you power, control, blood, revenge. What would your brother say if he knew that you could have that power and you gave it up? Don't you want to make the world a better place?
Do I recognize this voice?
No.
Am I still enough of Constantina to make decisions like Constantina would? Or am I just too much in the haze of being a hybrid right now?
I will allow you to roll a charisma saving throw. And if anybody would like to give Constantina your inspiration, you can roll with advantage.
Yeah, I will.
I actually still have mine, so why don't I just use it?
Oh, yeah, you can use yours.
Wow, I was trying to be a selfless friend, but sure.
Oh, wonderful, I love you. Save it for you, though. You might need it if we die. Okay, charisma saving throw.
There's no inspiration in death.
Okay, I'm rolling really good with my new pretty dice. So blessed. That is a 21.
You are enough of Constantina to make a clear-headed decision.
Okay, so as this voice comes through, I remember from my training in the Matchbook Menagerie that we were taught how to infiltrate people's minds and try to convince them to do things. And that is what I sense is happening now. So I'm going to reject or try to almost push it out. I don't know if I can respond to it at all.
as you push it out of your mind, you can feel it ooze out of your jaws and then puddle uselessly on the floor as it dies.
That was unpleasant. Okay. Weird. Not magic that I am familiar with.
The creature is dead.
It is dead.
Ah. Whew.
And then you can feel your body return to you.
Oh. That sucked.
Can I bottle up its remains? Is it oozing on the floor?
Yeah, roll me a d20. You will get at least one bottle. Under 10, you get one. 15 to 20, you get 3.
All right. 6.
You get one bottle.
Why? You gonna collect the...
I'm gonna make something cool.
You have weird priorities.
We're going to make something dangerous.
What
Oh,
is
I can't
happening?
wait to get off this shit.
Opal, are you okay? Why was that in your lab? Did you make it?
No, do not make constructs of any kind like that. It was coming for me because it can find... She sort of turns so her back's to the rest of the room. It's looking for spirits.
For ghosts? Like Varghisi's friend? But
Yes.
why?
Because... And then she sort of looks at Mercy's lips and leans forward with her face.
Mercy's eyes are just locked with Opal's eyes.
And as Opal's lips touch Mercy's for but a second, she sort of phases through her slightly and then comes back. Because I am a specter.
Oh, figures.
No one asked you.
Listen, you at least seem reasonable. Can I get off this tub?
Of course.
You're a ghost?
Yes. And I help ferry other ghosts to death. I help them so that they are not stuck here, abandoned, like my soul was.
You work for Des?
I work for the lady.
Des is a lady.
My death is a lady.
I guess that is important work to shepherd the spark of life to Des so he doesn't come back for more. But if you are a ghost, how come everyone else can see you? Usually only I can see the ghosts.
That I am not quite sure of, other than I'm here to make sure that certain spineless captains do not do to others what he did to me. Opal casts her eyes down at Captain Garbage.
Yeah, Captain Garbage is pointedly looking everywhere but at you.
Mercy will look over at him angrily. What did you do? Also, my name is Mercy. Nice to meet you.
Delighted to meet you, Miss Mercy. Is that correct? Miss Mercy.
Miss Albrecht.
Miss Albrecht. That is a beautiful singular name. Are you hungry?
Don't be gross.
All right, all right.
I don't understand. What did you do to my friend?
It's not an uncommon maritime tradition. Sometimes, we can't get to land and bury people, so we cast them overboard. There was a plague. I couldn't have my crew catching it.
Except that I wasn't quite dead. And that's when I called out to Wheat Joss. who helped me in exchange.
Technically accurate, yes.
Does it hurt to be stuck here? Would you rather be in the Grey Realms?
I have a purpose here, something I understand, and it is occasionally graced by a cloud drifting over the sky, or the beautiful foam on the wave. It goes by the name of mercy.
Oh. I've never met anybody else, aside from my family and everybody back home who I grew up with, who understands why I do what I do. And she just kind of walks close to Opal, and tries to hold her hand. Is it like all ghosty right now?
No, you can. She turns it back on. No. She does switch the color of her glove though. So
nice. To the hand holding color.
Yeah, back to red. Or back to yellow.
Opal, she asked you if you've ever wanted to leave to go to the Grey Realms, and that is when you feel this tugging at your heart, or where your heart ought to be. Opal, I am offering you a chance to call your work done and go home. If you go home with the gruesome lurker gone, every restless spirit aboard this ship will go with you.
Are we talking triple digits here, or
There's only about 5 or 6.
That's a lot, though.
As Opal is considering this, Mercy's like holding Opal's hand, and she's turning happily to Constantina and Vasily, and she said, Opal understands me, and she's going to stay with us, and I think she's going to adventure with us forever. We made a new friend. I am so happy.
Vasily's like digging her nails into Constantina's werejackal arm, just like very hard.
And then the captain approaches you and tells you, well, we're not too far from the styes, my friend. I can drop you off there. You can catch a skiff back to the mainland.
You're muted.
You're muted, Jason.
There you go.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Awesome. Best idea I've heard all voyage.
Excellent. And if you could just keep this, like, I understand you have to see your employer, but would you like an advance for what you would have served for the rest of the trip, just for your troubles and your discretion?
Coin doesn't interest me, but I'll tell you where you can donate it to a worthy cause.
Fantastic. I love charity.
Opal is wondering what would happen to Captain Garvis, because that is her other main concern.
Captain Garvin is tied to this ship. He will wander the seas the rest of his days as penance.
Then Opal thinks I have to stay with him to make sure he doesn't continue his bad practices.
Will you also shepherd these ghosts?
Yes.
All right. Your choice is made. You will not pass on. Neither will they. The sun is rising. The night has passed. What do you do in these last few moments?
Vasily? I went to go gloat to Ingrid. I think it went very well, and we are going to be friends. But we met Konstantina along the way, and we found out that it's been 2 years since we left Kartakass.
No, it hasn't. That's
has.
not possible. That's not possible.
It's never happened to me before.
We've traveled a lot, and that's never happened. That doesn't make any sense.
Konstantina said her friend said it was 2 years later, and I talked to Ingrid, and she said a very specific year, and that year is 2 years later from the year it's supposed to be.
Well, I wouldn't trust Ingrid. She's really dumb, but I don't understand we haven't been gone that long.
I don't know.
That's enough time for the entire world to change.
Have you seen Varghese?
I haven't.
The year is 738.
Dope. I haven't seen Vargas in a little while.
Should we be worried? We should tell him. I don't know what this means.
I don't either.
Opal hands Mercy one more vial of her own lavender-scented smelling salts.
Gosh.
Thank you, Opal.
Thank you. You all are welcome to leave at any time. Look what you did to my infirmary.
We're stuck on a ship.
You're welcome to leave this room. No one asked you to stay. You certainly don't look sick in the body. But
You look very pale and death-like. So there.
You cut me to my quick again.
Well, I know.
I can't with this nerd flirting.
Mercy's just like staring like out into space, like daydreaming.
You hear a very timid rap at the door.
Hello, the door is open.
Ingrid pokes her head in. I've been waiting in the mess hall for hours.
Oh, I'm sorry, there was a gooey monster, and we had to fight it. And then we fell in love, and now I have these salts.
Constantina, are you still a werejackal?
How long has it been since the end of our? Has it been like all night?
Hours now. Yeah, you guys have been hanging out here.
I'm assuming not.
Yeah.
If I could transition out of it.
If you transition with the potion, then you are down that potion.
I don't want to do that. I don't want.
If you transition out of it naturally, you have to roll on your table.
Oh,
and feel your compulsion before you can transition out of it.
Can I assist by like talking her down or something?
Okay.
I could spend her inspiration.
I don't know if I know how the potion works, so I guess I will just do it naturally.
Okay.
We just only have one of them, and I'd rather save it for when you go full werejackal.
Do you have your table handy?
I don't. I have just my stats. Do you happen to have it?
I don't.
Oh, shoot. Okay. Sorry.
We'll assume it was really good and that you're still a werejackal.
Well, I can still. I mean, I could roll and I can save this till next session.
Yeah, let's do that.
All right, I will do that. So yeah, I guess when Ingrid sees me, I still am.
Yeah, Ingrid, like her eyes widen and she's just, I will wait in my room.
Oh,
and she
no,
just
this is Vasily. Remember Vasily? And this is Opal, my girlfriend. We are going to be together forever.
Yeah.
Or at least until we get to the next dock, unfortunately.
Wait, what?
I have to stay here, Mercy.
But
It's the right thing to do to make sure that the captain doesn't sully souls.
But Vasily Konstantina, should we stay or are we going on the next?
We are not staying on the ship.
Captain Garvin actually sort of steeples his fingers and says, that would be a problem. See, the crew never really leaves the ship for a reason.
Oh, I thought you gave me the salt, and I thought it meant we would be together forever. And
The longer you stay on the ship, the harder it is to leave.
And you are my first girlfriend. It's okay. It's fine. I'm fine. This is fine. I'm fine. I'm fine, Vasily. And I just run out of the room.
Oh, okay. I say we have at least 3 days.
Mercy just screams, I'm fine, Vasily, and just flees.
Vasily follows her but isn't happy about it.
Yeah. Ingrid has already fled back to her room. So in the last few moments, Mercy and Constantina, when you leave the room, Vasily when you leave the room, Enon when you leave the room. Mercy, it's you that sees Vargas sort of stalking back to his own cabin.
Vargas.
And there's some manner of steam coming off of his silk shirt.
Vargas, are you okay?
And when he looks up at you, you can see bruises under one of his eyes.
Vargas, what happened?
And he shakes his... No, I tripped. I've just been having such a wild night. I need to go back to my cabin and get some sleep. And he waves you off, and you can see blood on the knuckles of his white gloves. But not the right one. That right glove is gone. And as he reaches forward and grips the handle of that door, you can see this mass of scars on his right arm underneath his tattered sleeve. And he sort of inclines his eyes towards you and then back to the door, slips inside and closes it.
Vargas.
That is where we'll end for tonight. This is always the hardest part of an arc.
Yeah.
Sad.
So,
Wow.
That was awesome.
for the last time until next time, Jason?
Hey, this has been a great privilege, and I feel an extraordinary gift to share this story. Thank you very much for making me feel so welcome. I'm Jason Carl, Vampires in Vino, everywhere on the internet.
Jen?
Thank you so much for letting me play a really fantastic character that I'm super in love with too. So I get it, Mercy. It was a privilege to play with all of you and a lot of fun. I'm the Jenya online. You can listen to D20 Games or watch Jen Vaughn's big dungeon show on Tuesdays. And maybe everyone will join me at some point on that ship. Thank you.
Hadil is not here, but check out her new craft podcast, Thanks I Made It. I'm very excited to see it, and it's very soothing and wholesome content. So we'll jump over to Ashley.
Hello, I'm Ashley Warren, and I am a writer for D&D, among other things. You can find all my projects at ashleywarrenwrites.com, and I'm on Twitter at AshleyNHWarren. And yeah, that's all I got this week.
Kayla?
I'm Kayla Klein, and you can find me online at kaylaklein.com or on social media at KAYNCLI. And I also do clothing with Holly Conrad called Trash Coven. That's at trashcoven.com.
Lisa?
I am Lisa Penrose, and my heart is in pieces on the floor. I am the community manager for Dungeon Masters Guild and the D&D Adventurers League, and the social media manager for Dungeons and Dragons. Find me at Merciful DM on Twitter or on my website, lisapenrose.com. And if you like the show and want to see more, follow us on Twitter at MissTalesDND, or check out our website, talesfromthemist.com, where you can also find this show in podcast form. And don't forget, I'm going to put the picture on the overlay. Boop. Don't forget that you can also go to mistwalkers.threadless.com to get either our Mistwalker shirt or a really cool Misfits shirt that we wore at PAX West. I think those are all my announcements and things. Congrats to the giveaway winners.
Yay! Congrats to the giveaway winners. I'm TK. It's me. It's TK. I write spooky stories and you can read them. tkjwrites.com, or you can follow me on Twitter at tkjoinsthefray. Next week is going to be very exciting. New guests, new location, new mysteries. So until then, we will see you in the mists.
Sleep well, Mistwalkers.